Hello Insurgent Gamers and welcome to episode 3 of Stardew Valley. As you can see, Plastow Farm is now in year 1 of our first winter and we have 11,000 gold. So we're making a little bit more money than we did at the end of, spring or summer. So, show you guys my house. I did a little bit of remodeling, changed the floors up and added some wallpaper inside of my bin. I really don't have anything too new in terms of items. I do have to go down to the chest and pass in some coral and some other stuff, but I have Robin working on my house. She's actually going to be expanding it. I remodeled my fence, and I changed it from a wooden fence to a stone fence, although I still need that wood gate. I also added in a barn. I've yet to purchase any cows, but this is what the inside of the barn looks like. So I can go over here, I can get all my hay, I can put it in the trough, and then I decided to put my furnaces in here because it really doesn't make too much sense to, have a furnace inside of my home. So I'll show you the chickens too. All the chickens are doing quite well. I'll go and collect these 4 eggs. I got my heater going, which makes my chickens a lot more comfortable. That was about, I think, $2,000. So that was kind of expensive. Let's just move we'll move our hay into there, and we'll put that. So overall, it's been a pretty good experience. Fall time was incredibly profitable in this game. I had pumpkins, I had eggplants, I had yams. And I think there was one more thing, and I'm actually forgetting it. But there was a lot of stuff that I grew, and I made a lot of money during that season. I was able to purchase. I don't know if I had the hat in the last episode. To be honest, I forget. But I did get some gear. I purchased a claymore sword. That was some money. What else did I buy? I upgraded the watering can. Oh wait, no, I haven't. Actually, let's go do that now because I was waiting to do that. That's still the base, which whatever the starting was for that, my watering can is still that. I did upgrade my axe to gold, iron, steel. Oh, goodness. Is it steel? Yeah, it is steel. All right, and I'll show you exactly what I did with that because there is a trick to when you upgrade the steel axe. There's like a secret forest that you can go into, and when you go into that forest, you meet this. It's like a statue of an old man. And if you give him a berry that you grow for the entire fall season, at the very end of fall you bring it to him, and what he gave me was kind of like a buff to my energy, so now my energy's at 304, so it did increase from the last season, so that's pretty cool. It's locked. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:30. Oh, come on, does nobody work in this town? Give you a little brief rundown on my inventory. I got some bombs inside the mines. I got these pepper poppers for Abigail, actually. So let's go and see if Abigail's up. We'll go and give her the pepper poppers because he doesn't like to eat those at 8:40 a.m. Kind of an odd thing to eat at this time, but we had some festivals here in town, and what? There's no one works before 9 o'clock. I work before 9 o'clock. Oh, well now it's 9 o'clock. Let's go back down to the door. All right. Hey, it's Farmer MacDack. Hey, it's Abigail's dad that I forget the name of. Let's go and chit-chat with Abigail and see what she's up to. Well, fall is over. It's actually her favorite season, which is great because it's my favorite season. Hey, how do you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. Awesome. What else does she have to say? But I like winter too. Also, so do I. So if we go to the hearts, Abigail is 1 heart away from becoming my betrothed or my beloved. Haley, I've pretty much given up on because I can't stand her attitude. Caroline's mom, Abigail's mom, Caroline, I'm just trying to get to know. And I pretty much have a heart with a few people in town, but it's such a process to try to get to know everybody, figure out their likes and their dislikes, and what kind of gifts to give them. It can be a bit of a challenge. Now, if we go and chat with this guy, I'm trying to think. So normally, obviously, Pierre sells flooring. Pierre sells crops and seeds, and then we can obviously grow the crops. But since it's winter time, that is going to be a bit of a challenge in the game. So what I'm going to spend my time doing this season is spending a lot of time in the mines. I want to upgrade my equipment, and I really want to watch my money, which is kind of one of the reasons why I'm not sure if I want to purchase 2 cows or not. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly how many cows I can support in my farm. I think it's 2. So let's get the copper. Yep, alright, perfect. Get the copper watering can. Because we're not going to use the watering can. My thing is, in the spring or the summer and the fall, obviously you're going to be watering your crops. So you really don't want to be giving them your watering can and then you don't have it for 3 days and then all your stuff dies. Oh, cool. What's this? Nautilus shell. Oh, neat. I haven't seen these before. Let's see if there's anything over to the left here. And then I'll show you guys the community center and what I've been doing over there. I made some pretty decent progress, so let's see what the mayor has to say. Well, winter is here. That means the townspeople will be spending most of their days indoors. At least you'll know where to find them. That's true. Go over to the right here and see if there's anything. So there was usually some foliage and some stuff that was growing around this area. Obviously that's long dead. I'm interested in the fishing, seeing what that's like this season. I'll report back to you guys and let you know what my thoughts were on that. I didn't do a ton of fishing in the summertime. I got a couple of things, but for the most part, I just kind of sold it. Like I said in the last episode, I find the community center pretty intimidating. There is a lot to do, and there's definitely a massive, massive grind with that, which isn't a bad thing if you're looking for content and you're looking for game. I definitely, I've really enjoyed what I've played so far. I think I have probably mid-20s in terms of hours in, and it's just a nice way to spend time. It's super relaxing. I could not recommend this game more if I tried. It's great. It's really, really great. And I like the art aesthetic and everything. It does remind me of playing with the Super Nintendo. So let's just check out the pantry, the artisan bundle. So I have a couple of things. You can buy items from a lady in a wagon, and it makes it a lot easier. What's going on over here? Nothing. Okay. So if you go to the lady in the wagon, I can introduce you guys to her. And you can buy a lot of stuff from her that's like artisan goods. And she's pretty decent and reasonably priced. Okay, so the shells don't go in the winter foraging bundle, but we can go out and forage, and I'm really curious what it looks like when you do get a room. When you have a room completed. So that's really the gist of what I've completed. I didn't know that this bulletin board one was here, so it's like, here we go. Now we have a whole nother list of stuff that I have to get. The chef's bundle. I'm trying to find Nautilus shell. Where would that be, do you guys think? Oh, right there. Field research. Sweet. Let's give him the silver one. And we need a chub. And we need a purple mushroom. I did get a purple mushroom. There was actually a giant mushroom, but the size of a tree, growing on the farm, and I chopped it down. Was this one of the things I was supposed to get? I really should have paid attention to that, huh? I think crocus was on there for something. So I'll hang on to that. What's the red thing? Cranberry? Oh, holly. I suppose that makes sense. So let's go up, and we'll check out what's going on up here. If you take your hoe to this stuff, yeah, you get clay. So that's just kind of a fun fact. Because you do need clay for some of the recipes. Alright, go down here, get this other holly. Also, I definitely plan on remodeling the way that I have my crop set up. Because right now, it takes me a lot of time to water everything, and it can get a little bit tedious. So, I want to make a sprinkler, and then kind of have... It'll kind of make a square. So imagine the sprinkler is where I am, and then there'll be 3 spots up top, 3 spots down. So basically make a square, and then if you put the sprinkler in the middle, it'll water that automatically. So where I'm going to be spending my time is kind of grinding for that gear. Grinding for, I think it's an iron, a copper, and then a couple other items that aren't necessarily really, really rare. But I'm going to have to go and look for. Oh, the bats gave me a wild berry. Let's go down and talk to... Ooh, resin. So this is another thing I was trying to do. Now I wonder... Will this still grow? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to get into kegs. I read online that if you get into kegs, let me just show you guys in crafting. So it'll make wine and it'll make beverages. So if I can craft these, then I can make wine. I can make all kinds of... Ooh, sorry, I opened that by mistake. I can make wine out of juice, I think, or fruit juice or something. So I kind of wanted to get into that because I hear that that's pretty profitable. All right, I keep walking into things, so let's just chop this stinking thing down. The steel axe does pretty good as far as taking down trees and taking down everything else, so I can't complain, and it really wasn't that hard. Now I think I'm at level 50 in the mine, so for me to go down and try to grind out getting some steel or iron or whatever, it really doesn't take me too bad. So here's my goal, guys, is what I want to do is I'm going to tear up all of this ground, and then I'm going to create... Like I said, I'm going to create that one spot in the middle with the sprinkler, and then I'm going to do some area around it. So that's my overall goal. Once it's done, I'll show you guys next season. I think it's going to look pretty cool. So we'll throw this stuff. Let's hang on to the crocus just in case. I didn't see that you needed hollies, the mussels, and the clams. That can go in. Perfect. I'm going to go inside. Excuse me. And I'm going to put in my thing there. Put in the wood. Where does the resin go? Is that in the other one? I had to make 2 chests because I was really overflowing with everything. I don't think it goes anywhere, but I'm just going to put it inside of there. Oh, I have 6. All right, great. And then the bait, we'll leave that on my guy too. We'll go back into this chest and we'll put in the cobblestone because my next day I'll probably spend some time chipping this up and just getting it. I'm probably not going to put down the holes. I'll probably do them as reference points. But I want to be able to basically get an idea of where everything is going to go before the springtime happens, so that probably the day before the spring, last day of winter, I'll dig all the holes, I'll put down all the cobblestone, everything will look great, it'll look nice and neat, and then I can go talk to Pierre and get all kinds of crops. So let's go in here. Man, she has her cows going out like that? I'd like to buy something, please. Hello? Oh, are you looking for Aunt Marie? Oh, right, I'm not friends with Marnie. Alright. So I guess we won't be purchasing any cows. Maybe I can introduce you guys to the lady with the wagon. I forget what her name is. That's the one with the pig. The pig is the pig is the one that's carrying all the stuff. It's actually pretty cute. And she's not here? Yeah, usually it's right here. So this is the spot though. If you're at the beginning of your game and you want to know exactly how you get through here. So in here there was a log previously. So you knock down that log. In order to knock that down, you have to have the steel axe. Kind of reminds me of the Lost Woods, The Legend of Zelda. The whole tone kind of changes, doesn't it? It's cool. And this is the old man to whom I gave the seed, and he gave me the buff. I'll tell you what. I feel like this is a fishy spot. Haha, get it? Fishy spot. So we'll spend some time here and fish away. Well, this one didn't have a very difficult catch. Now what's this? A carp. Alright, I think that's what I got last time, so I'm not going to spend too much time here grinding away looking for carps. But tomorrow I'll probably go back to the community center and I'm going to take a look at exactly what the winter foraging is supposed to yield in terms of completing that quest. So maybe we'll just go back home and sleep. Maybe that's the best thing to do right now. Yeah, because I can't go talk to the lady about the cows. I'm curious exactly what that is. 6 o'clock, my guy's obviously not too tired, but one of the neat and unique things now I feel like in the wintertime is that I'm not really in a position to do too much. So, I don't know, you kind of get to enjoy the game at a different level, you know? Out of the 3 seasons, you spend a ton of time farming, you spend a ton of time watering, and now it's kind of like, well, you know, just relax, have fun with the game, and enjoy yourself. So, I'm just going to sit in bed and go to sleep. Alright. Made a couple of bucks off of the mayonnaise, the foraging. So foraging, I'm really going to make an effort to watch a lot of that stuff because I don't want to get too far behind in terms of money. I don't want to lose all my money. Oh, cool, the add-on was done. Oh, that looks really neat. The floor is the same and consistent. Oh, that's nice. And then my bedroom has its own, and I have a kitchen. That's really cool. I like the way this looks. I'll probably jimmy some stuff around. I'm not exactly sure. So how do you move things? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, guys. Alright, in the meantime, we'll leave this as is, and I can investigate that a little bit on my own, but that's pretty cool. I like that. So now we have a bigger house. It's neat. Looks nice from the outside. Awesome. Hey, I've got a little challenge for you. Catch me a squid. You can fish them from the ocean at night. They'll only show up in the winter, though. Willie. Alright, we'll take the quest. I have a lot of quests that I have not done. Maybe not too many, but a few. And it's not that I'm not interested in doing them, I'm just really not interested in doing them. They don't really yield you a ton of money, and I know that, oh, you know, it helps you get to know the people in town, and this, that, the other thing, but I don't know. I know it sounds bad to say I don't care, but I kind of don't care. I feel like once you get your wife, like, what's the point of getting to know... No, I don't want to eat it. What's the point of getting to know the people in the town? I don't know, maybe that's a bad attitude, but... Shouldn't there be another egg here? Everybody seems happy, right? You're happy. You're happy. You're happy. And you're happy. Oh, it was right there. That's funny. Behind the mayonnaise machine. Alright, so 7:20. Let's go check the cave with the bats. This looks really nice. The snow, I think that looks really cute. Hey, dog. I want to go check the cave. Alright, we'll go grab this. The salmon berry, I think, right? Yeah. Go grab that. And let's loop around, do a little bit more foraging before we head back into town. Maybe we'll find something that we can use in the community center. I think the price on this game is pretty reasonable too. It's $14.99. I was able to pick it up on the Steam sale. I think I paid I think it was 20% off, so I think it was, what, like a buck, 11.50? Something like that, so it really wasn't too bad. And, oof, what is that? You found a lost book. The library's collection is expanded. Is it in my inventory? That's kind of cool. Huh, what are earthworms doing with a book? I don't know how it got down there. But, just to get back to the pricing for a second, it's definitely really reasonable, and I think it was one person that made this game, similar to kind of like the Five Nights games and Undertale. I think we're seeing a lot more of that within the industry and the community right now. Is a lot of one-man games or one-woman games, and I think that's pretty cool. This guy Shane always has a bad attitude. Yeah, what do you want? Go away. Man, you go away. Give a salmon berry. Here, eat this. This is great, thanks. Oh, he liked it. Well, that backfired. Let's see, crocus. I gotta throw that in my bin. Can I put... Yep, I can put the bait on the hook. Put the bombs there. I'll throw this stuff in my bin to sell. Get 9 a.m. Why don't I want to come in here? I feel like there was a reason. Probably to see Abigail. How many gifts have I given her this week? I need to give her one more gift. Hey, she's right up at the same time. So let's give her the holly. Hopefully she likes it. What were you thinking? This is awful. Okay? Nope, she doesn't like the holly. So that stinks. I think the way to get married to people is obviously you have to have full hearts, and then my understanding is you have to get a bouquet. I'm not sure where to get the bouquet. I'm going to guess it's from the pig wagon down here at Marnie's farm. So I'm going to go and check that out now. I also want to check out the price of cows, and maybe that's something that's worth getting. I know in order to do the milk I have to pick up a pail, and I can probably make a couple of cheese machines and stick them in the barn as well next to the furnaces. But my concern is how much... Does no one work in this town? Alright, she's getting up. Hello. I'd like to buy something, please. My nephew Shane has been staying at my place the last few months. Oh, maybe he's a problem child. He helps me out with the chickens, so I'm not complaining. I'd like to give you money in exchange for a cow. Alright, I guess that's that. She's not working today. Nobody works in this town anymore. I wonder if she doesn't sell cows and chickens because it's the wintertime. That could be it. Maybe that's worth looking up too. Ooh, let's go foraging for a bit and see if we can find that stuff. Let me. I'll equip my axe just to get through all this, all the wood, the brush, if you will. That tree's nice. We should chop it down. All right, I don't see anything funny here. I'm also curious. Some of the things that I foraged before were actually in the mines. And it was during the fall time, and I foraged winter items during the fall, which I thought was actually kind of cool. It's almost like, oh, cool, another book. It's like the mine has its own meta. Lost book. All right. Well, that wasn't totally unsuccessful. Coming down here, we got 2 books today. That's awesome. This little fella sells hats. Let's go see what hats he has for sale. Can I get a top hat? Oh, I don't want to hit him with the axe. Stop. No, I don't want to eat the carp. Here we go. So I got the good old cap. There's a bow in my hair. Oh, I could do that. A daisy. The Southwesterner. I don't think I really want that. Watermelon band. This color scheme was inspired by the beloved summer melon. Well, can we give... I wonder if I can give those away. That'd be kind of like a nice gift for Abigail. Give her a little headband. But a lot of the girls, I think, usually like flowers. She really likes food, so I go to the pig wagon up here and I get her. That's where I got the pepper poppers. Maybe they don't come back for the full winter. I don't know. But, okay, we got 2 crocuses. I know that little item is part of the community center. So I'll pick that one up. I may find the other one in the mines. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not sure exactly why. Usually within the first day. Oh, there it is. The snow yam. Well, I stand corrected. And we get the winter root. Awesome. Let's go to the community center and let's finish our very first room. That's really exciting. I didn't expect to find that. I'll hold this crocus in celebration. I like the winter. This is neat. It's cool to not really have like a lot of responsibilities and to not have to always wake up and do your farm chores and do all these things. It's really just kind of, look after the chickens, take the eggs, throw them in the mayonnaise jar, or rather the mayonnaise maker, and then just move on, go out, hang out, forage, look for stuff to do, and then probably for the rest of the month, yeah, like I said before, it's going to be heavy mines. And I really have nothing to spend my money on. I may upgrade my house again, or I may do something else. But actually, you know what? Let's see, because this bridge, I think this is the bridge repair, so I'm not sure what's on the the other side of that. So winter may be a great time. All right, so we get this. Nope, I already did that. It is a crocus. Awesome, that worked out well. And we get the snow yam. All right, so bundle complete. Open the reward. We get winter seeds? All right, I'll try to plant those for the winter. Oh, man. Those little gumdrops showed up. We are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. Their voice is terrifying. Oh, cool. So it turns it into like a little land, a little area where kids can hang out and paint and stuff. They have their own language, which seems to be Hylian. Oh, cute. And then they're going to take the star and they're going to add it to the thing. And there it goes. Cool. So will they stay out now? Nope, they'll still disappear. This one stays in, though. Oh, okay, so as we defeat the rooms, it seems like maybe they get a little bit more attracted to you and they don't mind you coming in. That's cute. Now, it was bridge repair, which my understanding was up here. So let's go check that out before we go to bed for the night. Even though it's 2:20, but that's usually my bedtime anyway. So, if this episode runs a little bit longer, then I do apologize, but I just wanted to... Oh, there's Abigail. It's so cold, I wish I had a hot cup of cocoa to share. Oh. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. But I kind of just wanted to give you guys not just a little bit of glimpse into my own farm right now, but kind of talk about what I've been doing. And... what's that? Prehistoric skull, cool. And another book. Man, the wintertime is the time for books. Let's check out the skull. Oh, Gunther, alright, I'll bring it to him. I've added a lot of stuff, too, to Gunther and his library. Full of goods. But I wanted to show you guys this bridge repair, so even though the episode may run a little bit long, I didn't repair. I thought that's what it said, was bridge repair. Huh. Alright. Let's go back to the community center, because I wonder if maybe there's something else I have to do. I may have to look that up. Maybe I was supposed to walk up to the board and touch it. But we'll investigate, and we'll find out. I'm also curious. I'm going to drop in the crystal fruit and something else and see if I can get something out of that in terms of money when I drop it in the bin. I'm curious if these things are worth a little bit more money than your average spice berries or other things that you would find around town, or if they're worth just as much. Let's go back in. Alright, I can't do anything to this. There's no button to press here. There's nothing really to do per se. Nothing up here. This room's odd. It's odd that that hasn't shown up for anything. Catch a squid. There's just catch a squid. Alright, so I'm not sure about the bridge repair, guys. That's something I'm going to have to investigate. But before I head back, I just got to make sure that we'll hook a left out of here. Okay, you can see your tracks and they fade behind you. I'm assuming that's either because of the memory of the game, or it's because of the snow falling behind you. I would certainly define these 2 days as quite successful. I'm going to spend a little bit of time tomorrow figuring out this situation. I'm curious about the winter seeds, if I can plant those. So that'll be kind of a neat thing. A neat thing to investigate. I did screw up and not put this stuff inside of the bin, so we'll do that now. This, the fish, 2 hollies, the winter fruit. What should we do with that? Let's throw that in there too. The mayo and the crocuses. And then that will wrap up the second day of winter and this video. But as always, thank you so much for viewing this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please, if you enjoyed it, give it a like. Oh, here's the bridge repair. Awesome. So it did work. It just has to be overnight. It's an odd way to repair a bridge. Well, I'm going to go and check that out on the third day of winter. Once again, if you liked the video, please hit us with a like. Leave a comment below letting us know what you enjoyed about it. Please sub to the channel, and I will definitely be doing another episode. So I look forward to seeing you on that one.